Right there? It was a good question. Right there? The question was how you guys would interpret the opening, because the lady interpreted it as Justine's dream. How did you guys view the opening, correct?
I mean, for me, I always felt like, in a way that I could interpret it to relate to what was going on, was that maybe she came from that planet. But that's my own interpretation. I feel like everyone who watches the film is like, it's very different, but for me, that's what it was.
We also shot, a lot of things that were not used in the opening, that were more specific. And I think what Lars wanted to do, because we talked about it, by leaving those things out, he allowed it to be more sparse so that individually you could have your reaction to it and it would mean what it meant to you, and someone could have a very different reaction to it as well. I thought that was a really kind of a very strong move.
Anyone in the balcony? Oh, right back there, the frantic waver.
Udo, how do you maintain your youthful, sexy appearance?
Question was how Udo maintains his youthful, sexy
evening, finally.
Yeah, what's your secret,
Somebody made my evening. How do... I don't know. I had no plastic surgery, so I'm sexy by nature, I guess.
Okay, in the middle there. Yeah, you.
At the end, your character seems to almost have a strength in her that wasn't there for the whole movie. I was just wondering what your thoughts might be on that final scene and how it was your face.
Question was where the strength of your character came at the end, because it wasn't necessarily evident in the beginning.
Lars and I talked about it a lot, and a lot of times I think, maybe not a lot of times, but when people are depressed, you're less afraid. You're not afraid of what's about to happen, and so in having no fear, you can be the strongest one in the situation. I think her connection to the planet and what was going on grounded her in a way.
Right there. Question was what this film taught you about the people in your lives and their anxieties and depression. Is that accurate? Yes?
Anybody?
Well, I'm from Sweden, and we're all very happy in Sweden.
Right, so we'll move on. Okay, go ahead.
That's a great question. Thank you so much.
Question was how you could on love
Thank you.
Alexander.
How? I tried so hard.
It's not good in bed.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Right there. What was the deal with the bridge? What did it represent? Crossing?
I remember it was something about the property line and the horses not wanting to go beyond, like, where they're from, or something like that, I think Lars was trying to do.
Anyone else want to jump in on the bridge? No? Good. Okay. The lady in green. Yeah.
Hi, I just want to make a common observation. That there is wonderful people and you are Kiefer, you stole everything.
Cool. All right, go ahead. Question was how you found like a reality in such epic material. Oh,
I think one of the things that Lars did that was truly unique From any other experience I've ever had in film, we didn't block scenes out, and we didn't do a lot of rehearsal. And so when you're actually forced to find moments as they're happening, unfolding for the very first time, there's a kind of panic and fear about that keeps you rooted and grounded. At first I thought it was just a very divisive kind of controlling thing, but there was actually a reason for him to do it. And once you surrendered to it, it had a really profound impact for me as an actor. I know Kirsten and I talked about it a lot. And I think that was one aspect that allowed us to really focus on the moments instead of the whole scope of the film.
Okay, sorry.
Sexy Widow wants to ask something.
And also,
Shaking it out.
Go for it.
as I worked with Lars 22 years, the favorite line of Lars is "don't act." So he doesn't like actors who act. So you are there at the moment and you know you're taxed and having a good time. He hates actors who act.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Did
Yes?
you,
Yeah.
Did you feel like your characters influenced you, or did you completely go to normal when they all cut?
Question was whether your characters influenced you or whether you reverted back to normal afterwards?
Well, we kind of all had, because it's a pretty dark film, to balance that, we had a pretty good time off set. We all lived together in this big yellow house in the middle of nowhere in Sweden, and we had a lot of fun. You kind of need that when you're working on something like this, because if you do this for 2 months and you kind of live with it 24/7, that you'll go crazy. Yeah.
I think we can do one more. You've been waiting for a while there.
My question is for Kiefer. I'm just wondering if you feel that things would have turned out differently at Jack Bauer.
No, because Lars would kick the shit out of Jack Bauer.
I think that's a good way to wrap it up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Remember to vote.